Hello, friends, subscribers, VEDSies, 'tis I, Latin Alice. I was sick over the weekend, so you may have noticed my uploads have been a little bit late. Sorry about that. Happens to the best of us. My symptoms were unrelated to the global thing that we're in the middle of, and I'm doing much better now. It is the last Tuesday of the month, which means it is my last opportunity for a Tuesday tea time chat. I've got my teacup here. It is full of something other than tea. If you'd like to go get yourself a mug of tea, a hot chocolate, adult beverage, glass of water, get yourself a glass of water. You need to stay hydrated. Feel free to grab yourself your beverage of choice. Come right on back. So, besties, topic of the hour. Caleb asked us to pick our desert island media, and I thought I should respond to that. There was one piece of media that came to mind immediately, and then I went, oh no, but what about? And then a different piece of media came to mind, and then I watched everybody else's videos, and I went, nope, none of those. It's still between these two. So here's the deal. My impulsive answer was to say it's gotta be books, and then my thought-through answer was, but it might have to be movies, though. Okay, so books. Why books? I have an infinite to-read list. I thought that, this seemed like a good opportunity to work my way through some of that stuff. I've obviously read a lot of books that impacted me very deeply. I've wanted to be a novelist since I was about 10 years old. Books. What I loved about the idea of bringing books as my desert island medium was that I am definitely a person who creates vivid worlds in my head. And so I thought, well, if I got books that really opens up my imagination for it to really fully disappear and feel immersed in any world. And to me that was really important. The idea of picking a media that I could totally immerse myself in, for me, the only choice was going to be books. But there is a problem with choosing books. And the problem with choosing books is that there is no music. Oh, the thing is, I can sing, right? I could make my own music, but the idea of never being able to hear music again, really, really got to me. Now, movies for me, not quite on the same immersive level as books, but I do love movies so much. And what I do really like about movies is that they then manage to encompass lots of different sort of storytelling forms, because you've got sound and music, you've got the visual storytelling, you've got the words, the dialogue. And I still find this decision to be so hard, but ultimately the way it came down to it is that I would pick movies because I just need music in my life. And I can write books. I cannot make a movie by myself. But I could, and kind of, sort of, technically, if you look at it sideways, have written a book. And in fact, I think that if I was stranded on a desert island, I would do a lot of writing. The thing is, I just love film scores. And the idea of never being able to hear a film score again was just so upsetting to me. Never being able to hear Steiner or Williams or Desplat. And I'm not saying that I am on par with any classic writer, but I like what I write, and if I was just trying to keep myself entertained, I think I could get better at the craft, and I could write myself some novels that I found interesting. For the sake of argument, I will sort of quickly run through some of the other media choices that were potentially on the table. Now, television, I could have picked, but I think I'm gonna vote movies over television. Now, of course, this does mean I could never watch Doctor Who again, or Buffy, or The West Wing, and that would be sad, but I would deal with it. And also, I would have a little bit of Doctor Who to watch, because there's the telly movie, and then there's also the two movies from the 60s that star what we now consider to be non-canonical doctors. So I would still have a little bit of my fix. I could have picked music But to me, honestly, as much as I do love music for its own sake, I find that I prefer music in service of something else, music in service of dance, in service of film, in service of theater, some other form of storytelling. I really love the way that music supports other forms of storytelling. Um, and so, music on its own, while brilliant and worthy, would just not be my pick. The other form that would have been a contender for me is probably audio dramas, like radio plays, audio storytelling, because then I would get some of those benefits of, oh, I could have some music. It can be very theatrical. You could also audio drama spans everything from sort of your narrated audiobooks all the way to like full cast audio plays with sound effects and things. I listen to audio dramas so much, and I think that they're brilliant, and again, it would suck to live without them. But the other thing for me about picking movies is that unlike books, which really require active engagement the whole time, a movie, you can kind of choose how you'd like to engage with it. It can be very active, like you're sitting focused watching it. And assuming that I have all the capabilities I have now, like I could watch it all the way through, I could like pause and rewind and watch specific scenes again. I could close my eyes and just be listening to it. I could put it on mute and just be watching it. Like I feel like I have a lot of options for how I can engage with that media form, more so than some of the others. So that's my answer. It surprised me slightly because, like I said, books were my first instinct, but I think I'm satisfied with my choice in movies. Thank you, Caleb, for this challenge. It's been really interesting to hear what other people decided on for their piece of media, and I like these sort of conversation prompts. These are good. We should do more of these for VEDS. I hope y'all enjoyed this, our final Tea Time Tuesday. We are very close to the end of the month. I am going to do my reflections as usual tomorrow because it is a Wednesday and I will be responding to everybody else. And Thursday is going to be my opportunity to sort of reflect on VEDS personally and to just save a little space to talk about whatever I'm feeling that day. Stay shiny, VEDSies, and I will see all of you tomorrow.